Great. It's the Goon Squad.
Goon Squad.
So what's up with the Goon Squad?
We are the Goon Squad and we're coming to town.
Hello and welcome to Straight Trippin'. Today we've got a fun little roll with Zhang, a purple belt versus purple belt matchup. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment below. So we clinch up for a little bit of wrestling, and I give him a little push back so he starts coming forward, and as soon as he steps his right leg, I step off to the side and grab a single leg, get a arm around the waist there, and I think about tripping him with my left foot, turning him back, but instead he pitches forward, so I try to roll through using my right butterfly to keep his leg up so he can't get up on his feet. He manages to escape that and come around to his knees here. I grab a guillotine, which is not really a very likely finish from this position since he's cross-body, but I'm squeezing and gassing myself out while he's just chilling there.
Yeah, we're cool with just chilling out.
I kind of trap his left arm between my legs so he can't fight my grips, but I realize it's kind of futile to try to finish it from that position, so I let go of the arm, and he ends up breaking my grip around his neck. And then I try to turn away from him here and try to make some space. He does a really good job controlling my body and keeping me close so I can't get any space. And then he ends up bringing his left knee on top and comes right over the top there to get in technical mount. And now he's going for a meat hook and trying to pin me down here, pins my right arm down with his knee. And I decide to try to shove his leg in between my legs there to get half guard and spin into him. And I managed to get into half guard. So now I need to try to pass his half guard, but he's really good on his back, using his legs, very dexterous. He manages to regain his full guard from this position, and now I have to go to work to try to break this guard. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm pretty lazy when I'm in the guard, and I find it really exhausting trying to break the guard. So a lot of times I'll just try to be patient here and see if they'll go for like a wild attack or something. But he's being very patient and doing a really good job framing on my face and that sort of thing. So I'm trying to figure out what I should do here in this position. I think about going for a folding pass, and here you can see I start bringing my legs over to the Zhang's right side. But what I don't do is I don't bring my left elbow over to the other side of his face, so I'm not really controlling his body here, so he's able to frame on me, push away, and get his hips back underneath in line. So now I have to come up with a different pass. So what I decide to do is I stand up on my feet here, getting his butt up off the ground. I grab his left wrist and I pass it across to the other side. So I'm holding his left arm with my left arm in behind his back, like a Dagestani handcuff here.
You let them handcuff you?
And you can see it right there. And then what happens is Zhang has to open up his guard in order to try to do something with that. And I can push down on his knee here and then pass into half guard. And I love it when people do this here. He really is exposing his back quite a bit. So anytime I see somebody's back from this position, I automatically think arm triangle, because if I can get my right arm underneath his left arm here and around his neck, I'm in a good position for the arm triangle. He throws his arm up high and puts his back flat, but even though that was a bad angle, I stack my wrist right there and get the finish that way, because I knew that the standard triangle wouldn't have worked from that angle. Alright, so getting back up to the feet again for some more wrestling. And we clinch up here. I look for a collar tie with my right arm. And then my left arm, you can see I'm sort of pushing up on his elbow because I want to do a duck under. And I pull him forward a little bit, and then I go for a duck under, maintaining the claw ride with my right arm, and I drag him forward to the mat. And once again, perfect position for an arm triangle. And get the quick finish here. There's the tap. And you can really see Zhang is not impressed as he's laying on the mat there.
Sir, I'm not impressed, all right?
But we get back up to the feet, and now it's time for Zheng to turn it up. We start clinching again. You see him getting a nice collar tie there, and then pushing forward, dropping down for fake out the single leg, and then shoots in nicely to grab that single leg. Wraps it up with his legs from the knees and manages to get me down. And then a fantastic jump over to the side there because I grabbed the guillotine. And I've mentioned this before that I shouldn't be grabbing guillotines during wrestling.
Same stupid thing over and over and over.
Underhooks is where it's at, but he caught me with a really surprising single leg, and I just wasn't prepared for it, and I just reacted foolishly. Now he swiftly hops on top, full mount, and I'm in big trouble here. So all of a sudden, it looks like I forgot day one jiu-jitsu. Elbows far away from my sides and hands on the outside here. No frames whatsoever. And Zheng does a really good job taking up some of that space. And then I try to frame on his hip here. Flatten my left leg down to try to get ready to bridge and shrimp. But he ends up pinning my left arm down there, possibly looking for an Americana. So I bridge hard in that direction to try to roll him over. But it seemed like he was waiting for me to do that. And spins around very, very slick right to my back here. Traps my left hand. Right hand heading for the neck. I grab his right hand, trying to keep it away, and I try to roll over here. You can see my back, how it's separated from his, and that's what I really needed to focus on, but I really just wasn't judicious about that.
We have to be judicious.
And Zheng does a good job grabbing the arm around the neck and pulling me in. So now I can't really escape my shoulders and get away from him. Kind of stuck in this position here. And I really need to fight hands. I need to get that arm away from my neck. And this is the kind of a weird sort of lock up here with the right arm. He's kind of got my right arm trapped, and I've kind of got his right arm trapped. Unfortunately for me, he has the leverage advantage, so he can pull his arm out while I'm still kind of stuck. And then he ends up grabbing the neck. Luckily, I've stalled long enough because that's time. Hope you've enjoyed it. Have a great day.